Salutations, crustaceans. I'm Lobster, and today we're reviewing the Sterling SUB Stingray 5 double humbucker. Let's check it out. This is the Sterling SUB Stingray 5 double humbucker, or the Ray5HH. This is one of Sterling's newest models and part of the budget double humbucker line that just came out. Brand new, these are about $400, which at first glance is a crazy value. You're getting active electronics with a 2-band preamp, dual humbuckers, 5 pickup modes, and 5 strings. What more could you ask for $400, honestly? Now, the way I see it, the Sterling SUB line is geared towards players who have just started out. Honestly, they're pretty great instruments for the price. The fretwork is solid, the necks are nice, the color options are interesting, and they don't sound bad. They actually sound pretty good. So for $400, you're getting a one-piece maple neck with a maple fretboard, dual humbuckers, a basswood body, and a gorgeous olive green finish. Did I say gorgeous olive green? It's olive colored. I hate olives. They're disgusting. And anyone who likes olives is disgusting. And from the factory, this was set up pretty well. I just had to do some minor adjustments and throw in a set of MJC strings, and this thing sounds pretty great. Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
Check it out!
You guys know what you need to do. Go ahead and pinch that like button so my hand can turn back to normal. Thanks. Man, out of the box for $400, this thing doesn't sound bad at all. Plus, there's a ton of tonal versatility here. Let's go over the simple stuff first. The preamp is a simple 2-band preamp that is average at best. In some pickup configurations, the bass boost can cause a little bit of distortion within the preamp. The treble control, on the other hand, acts as more of a passive tone control. The boost really doesn't do much of anything, but when you cut it, it does pull back quite a bit. Let's explore that a little bit with both pickups on full. First, let's flatten the preamp entirely. Now, let's boost the treble about 50%. Now let's boost the treble 100%. Now, as you can hear, the treble control does boost the treble a little bit, but listen to how drowned out that gets once you boost the bass halfway. Now let's pull back the treble to 50% and let's see if you can hear the difference. The difference is really subtle at best. Now listen to what happens when we boost the bass up to 100%. You do get a bit of distortion there. I tried lowering the pickups a little bit, and it did help, but I really can't lower them any further without negatively impacting my tone. So just keep that in mind. The preamp isn't the best. However, the tone on this thing with the preamp centered already sounds great. Now let's go over the complicated bit. For the pickups, you have two Stingray style humbuckers, and you can run both humbuckers individually, both humbuckers together, or two separate single coil options, running one bank of coils for each pickup. With the 5-way pickup selector all the way towards the neck, you're only utilizing the neck pickup, and this is what it sounds like. Not bad. The second spot on the 5-way pickup selector is utilizing the inner coils of each pickup, and this is what it sounds like. Not bad. In the middle position of the 5-way pickup selector, you're now utilizing both humbuckers fully. And here's what that sounds like. Next, in the fourth position, you're utilizing the outer coils of each pickup. That's basically jazz bass mode. This is what it sounds like. Well, not bad. And finally, in the fifth position, you're utilizing only the bridge pickup, and that should give you the traditional Stingray tone. Let's check it out. Now let's do a quick tone comparison. Let's look at the neck pickup and compare that to our P bass, and then look at the bridge pickup and compare that to our USA Stingray back here. So overall, I think the neck pickup has a nice old school sound, but really doesn't sound anything like a P bass. And that's because they're completely different pickups. However, on the bridge side, I feel like the pickup on this is a pretty close approximation to the Stingray sound. It kind of lacks that mid-range, trebly grittiness that the Stingrays are known for. Now let's talk about the construction a little bit. Overall, the fit and finish of this bass is actually excellent. Basses in the $300 to $400 range are usually a shot in the dark. Some brands will put together a really nice instrument, or at least give you a solid foundation for modification. Other brands, hard luck kings, will just give you a steaming load of shit. As I mentioned earlier, you're getting a solid one-piece maple neck and a maple fretboard. The neck is also 34-inch scale, and you get 22 frets that are easily accessible. The neck profile is a little bit interesting. At the nut, it measures 44 millimeters, which is only a couple millimeters wider than a normal P bass. So it's on the skinny side, and there is a little bit of string crowding. At the bridge, you have 16.5 millimeter spacing, which is on the tight side, but not unplayable. For the body, this thing is all basswood. And honestly, it's not bad. The finish on this thing is immaculate. It's surprising that some manufacturers who can charge twice as much can't even finish a bass properly. On the other hand, you have outfits like Sterling and Squire that can give you a bass like this and have a really nice fit and finish to it at a great price. The balance of this bass is decent considering the cheap heavy tuners that they're using. And I don't think you'd have any neck dive issues wearing this with a strap. Comparatively speaking, the neck on the Talman TMB 505 felt a lot heavier. And I believe that bass is using a lighter body material as well. The control cavity is routed underneath the pickguard, so it's decently easy to access. One thing that they did include that I'm very happy about, that I'm surprised a lot of other manufacturers don't include, is a toolless battery door. You simply flick the latch open, and you have access to your battery, making it real quick and easy to swap on the go. Now for the value of this bass, at around $400, I don't think you can really go wrong. As a beginner, or someone who appreciates the tighter string spacing, this is definitely a great bass that can cover a lot of different tones for you. I also think that this is a great palette for modification. Installing aftermarket pickups, an aftermarket preamp, and perhaps some series parallel switches, you could definitely expand the tonal palette of this bass even further. One feature which I absolutely love, which is on every single Ernie Ball and Sterling bass, is the truss rod adjustment wheel. My ESP GB4 as well as my Ibanez ATK also adjust that way, and I don't know why that's not the standard. Either way, I absolutely love that, and it makes tweaking these things a breeze. The bass market is in a really weird place right now. You can get awesome deals on great budget instruments such as this, but on the other hand, you can get basic Fenders for twice the price that don't give you even close to the variety of tones that you can get here. So what am I going to rate the Sterling SUB Stingray 5 double humbucker? I'm going to give this bass a solid 4 out of 5 claws. These instruments are a great value out of the box, as well as a great platform for modification. My only real gripes are the string spacing and the mediocre preamp that comes with it. But in a sea of Squires and low-end Ibanez basses, this thing definitely shines above the competition. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about the Sterling SUB Stingray 5 double humbucker. And as always, until we groove again.